Victoria Pearson, but you can call me V, and I know you're probably pig sick of Christmas content by now, just want to chuck the whole day back up in the loft where it belongs for another year. But I have to show you what I got for my Secret Santa this year, and I couldn't show you before today in case they saw it and it ruined the surprise. So, first let me tell you why I'm involved in a Secret Santa as a self-employed person that works alone at home. Years and years ago, probably about 10 years ago actually, the lovely Wombat37 on Blue Sky and Twitter set up something called Twanter. Now, Womby does all of the fun stuff on the internet. He runs Pie Cricket, Sausage League. He can do things with spreadsheets that I have no clue about. I've mentioned him to you a couple of times because we're collaborating together at the moment. We've collaborated together on a short story in the past as well. And he's so much fun to work with. He's a brilliant writer and so prolific as well. So well worth checking out his books if you get the chance to. I think some of them might even be available free on like Amazon Library and stuff like that. But anyway, he is a whiz with a spreadsheet. And so what he does is everybody that wants to get involved in the Twitter Secret Santa, he will take all their details, mix them all up, try and match you with somebody that you don't know at all, and give you their address so that you can send them a present. And sometimes people give you clues, like you might do a tweet saying, you know, for my Twanter, I like, you know, bath sets or whatever. And some people don't. Some people don't give any clues at all. It has been most difficult when somebody is on a private account. That was tricky back in the day, but I haven't had that for quite a while now. But I love it. I love it, especially when I get somebody that I've never met before, because it's a real challenge trying to come up with a present for them. And so when I got my Twanter recipient this year, which is now, Twanter is now running on Blue Sky, just in case you're looking for it over on Twitter. You can't find it there anymore, but you can find it on Blue Sky. I think the hashtag to find all of the posts and see what everybody got is Twanter24, but it might be Twanter 2024, so it's worth checking both. I will try and remember to check that and put it on the screen at some point, but I might forget. So I got my recipient a couple of months ago, and he decided not to make it too easy for me. And so this was the tweet that he gave me showing clues. In case you can't read that very easily, or you're just listening to this in the bath or something, what he has put here is no fish, no flammable liquids, no radioactive materials, no live viruses, no fish. Not the most helpful, was it, mate? So I decided to get creative with it and give him exactly what he had asked for. Now, I wish that I had filmed this before I wrapped it up. My little label there says does not contain a fish, and it does not contain a fish. Luckily, I did take a photo of this before I wrapped this up though. This is what I have made for not a fish. I drew this following a draw along. It is only with coloured pencils. I thought it was funny. And at first, to be honest with you, I was just going to do that and then give them a normal present as well. But then I thought, why don't we do exactly what they asked for all of those things? So one of the things that they said to me was that it can't contain radioactive materials. So this morning I have gone, let's take the price off those. This morning I've gone and bought these super sour sweets that are called Toxic Waste. My kids absolutely love the yellow ones. I didn't know until this morning that the purple ones existed, but then I thought I'd do both of those. So I am going to wrap that with the label, does not contain radioactive materials, because I think that'll be funny too. I might wrap them like this together. And then my daughter is a dab hand with, well, all craft things actually. She's a bit of a genius like this. She will decide that she wants to learn how to do a craft thing and she will teach herself on YouTube videos. She's taught herself ukulele, guitar, knitting, French knitting, crochet, all sorts of things. And she's left-handed as well. And most of these videos are being demonstrated by right-handed people. So I find that really, really impressive that she can adapt that. But one of the things that she took up, I think about this sort of time last year, was crochet. So I said to her, is there any chance whatsoever that you could make for me a dead virus, right? A little crochet dead virus, because my thing said cannot contain a live virus. She went, I'll see what I can do, Mum. And she produced this for me. which again is not quite here yet, so I can't wrap it up today, but I'm so impressed by this. She even messaged me and said, do you want the eyes to look dead so it's not a live virus? I said, absolutely. No idea what kind of virus that is, but it's some kind of virus, and so we're going to be given that as well. Now, I didn't want to do entirely joke presents though, so I've done a couple of real things, but I wanted to tie it into the theme as well. And so the last one that we've got is does not contain flammable liquids. My Swanta recipient is, though, according to his bio, an artist as well and does doodles, as they say. And so I bought this glass dip pen set that has meant to have inks inside it, which I presume are not flammable. So that's my not flammable liquids one, but it's also more of a real present than the others. Thing is, this has come wrapped in plastic, which is great, shows that it's new, but I am worried because of the place that I got it from. I did get it from quite a cheap shop. I'm worried that it's not going to look how I expected it to. So I think I'm going to open this up and have a little look inside, because they'll never know that it was supposed to be plastic wrapped, will they? I don't think that they're going to think it's secondhand unless I really ruin it. So we'll pull off this plastic so that I can have a look and make sure it actually does contain ink. Otherwise my whole joke just does not work. It's quite a nice little box though, which I don't want to ruin. Oh, and it does have the ink in. Doesn't that look pretty? That's so nice. I'm not going to get everything out to have a look at it. It's got like a shot glass for a Christmas elf in there, which I presume is for putting your ink in. But it has got all these inks. It's got the little pen set. I think that works very well as a not flammable liquids one. So we're going to wrap that up as well. And then just to give a couple of extras with that, I also bought some pencils and tiny little notebooks that I'm going to put in that as well. So those are the presents that I have got for my Secret Santa. I'm going to wrap them up, put them all in one big box. I might do some more sort of warning labels. I'm seriously considering printing out the tweet. It's not a tweet on Blue Sky, but I don't know what they call it on Blue Sky. I'm not calling it a bleat. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm thinking about printing that out and putting it in the box as well so that they know why I've done all this in case they've forgotten what they said, because this would be really, really weird stuff to get if you had forgotten that you'd done that, right? But this is the tweet. Do you think I should print it off? I think I'm going to print it off and put it in the box as well. But first, I'm going to wrap all these up in a similar style to this, so they've each got the labels and they are separate little gifts, and then I'm going to wrap them in one big box as well. So join me on Monday for my next vlog. I have absolutely no idea what I'm vlogging about so far. It's a new year. I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and that you got everything that you hoped for and everything that you deserved. And if it was a rubbish Christmas for you, aren't you glad it's over now? We won't talk about it again. I'll be here next week to talk about something. I don't know what, but if you can't wait till then to see me again, I will still be here every single morning in your shorts, taking a great big deep breath, letting you know what I'm grateful for that day. Sometimes I'm letting you know what's challenging me that day, and we are heading into a challenging time of year right now, aren't we? And I will also be here on a Witchy Wednesday doing an intuitive tarot card reading for you as well. If you would like to book me for a short personal reading or a very in-depth long personal reading, you can do that on my Ko-fi. Short readings are £10 and long readings are £25 at the moment. My prices are going up next year, so book in whilst you can. And yeah, until then, have yourself a magical week.